arguably the best barbecue I ever had in my life. Not even really arguably. This is the best barbecue I ever had in my life. What up? Coming to you live from Atlanta. So I've been here for about like 2 days now. The Delica has been doing amazing. It's been doing so good that I'm thinking about buying it. The only thing that I'm a little confused about is like the whole diesel stuff. Like it was cold today. It was about like 45 degrees and it was struggling to start, which alarmed me. But from what I know, these have like a glow plug or something like that. Like if you have an L400, comment below like what you're supposed to do. Am I supposed to keep the key on like on for a minute or something like that until something turns off? Because that's kind of the only thing I need to learn about. But besides that, car is driving absolutely fine. Like not one single hiccup. I wouldn't even consider that a hiccup because that's just a diesel thing. It's cold outside. So in today's video, what we're gonna do is I'm actually on my way to video with the homies from JDM Atlanta. Super cool dudes. I met up with him like a year ago. You can click the corner to watch that video right now. But one of them even has a UNOS Roadster, which is a right-hand drive Miata. So you're automatically cool in my book if you have that. But yeah, I'm just going there to chop it up with him. He has 2 cars right now at the moment. I think they're relocating or something like that, but we're gonna learn more about that later in this video. But one of them is like an off-road, like RAV4 CRV type of thing. So I definitely wanna check that out in person, and then maybe I'll let him drive this column shifter too, because while I have this car, I just want everyone to experience it. It's like one of the coolest, weirdest things about driving manual, because we all know how to do this, but this is just a little weird. I'm like 5 seconds away right now. Let's see if I can see some cool, ooh, I already see a K-truck. You can't see because you're looking at me, but I already see a K-truck. All right, let me park the car. Oh, it's a Townace actually, that's what he has. He has a Townace and this weird like Toyota thing. You guys are gonna see it right now though, but let me park the Delica. So I was just talking to Perf from JDM Atlanta. He was telling me about the Townace and he wants me to drive this one because it's also a column shifter. 5-speed manual. So I'm gonna drive my second ever column shifter today, so that should be fun. But here's this guy. It's super cool seeing like these enormous K-trucks. It's clean too, this one's nice. But here's the star of the show. It's actually a Daihatsu Terios or something like that. But tell me this doesn't look like a RAV4 / Pajero, just like huger off-roader. Has a spare tire cover, roof rack, nice color. Look at the interior too. Bruh, these seats are fire. Has a net up here, the cluster's blue, manual of course. The thing is super cool. I remember when you first posted a picture of it, I was like, what even is this? It looks like a RAV4.
You know what's funny is I actually submitted this to Cars and Bids.
Yeah.
And they rejected me.
What? Based off?
Now 5 days later, if you go on Cars and Bids,
yeah,
there's a Terios on there.
What?
Without the roof rack, without all the factory stuff.
Yeah.
Doug DeMiro owes me an apology.
Doug, if you're watching this, come on.
If he's watching it, dude, you owe me an apology. I'm
This
kind
thing
of upset.
is sick.
Dude, it's all factory. Is
it 4-wheel drive?
Again, yes.
Full time? Nice. What even motor is it? Like a
it's
like
the
a 1.8 or something?
1.3 liter. It's not like a
fast
a part that you're gonna find locally.
Yeah,
you're gonna have to do some digging, but that's why I exist.
Yeah, no, but I'd rather that. I mean, you're talking to someone who loves the odd ones.
That's why my feelings were kind of hurt, because I was like, damn dude, like you didn't want this car, and then they put the same Terios on there. And
I'll see if I can put a picture of it.
No roof rack, like, I mean, it was nice, don't get me wrong.
This one doesn't even have a lot of miles either, 90,000 kilometers.
It's lower miles than the ones that was on there.
That's crazy.
And I asked them, I said, why are you denying it?
Yeah.
Said nothing after that. But again, it is what it is. I don't know if you've noticed, but I've left the keys.
Yeah, no, I saw, yeah.
You just go drive and do what you want to do.
Yeah, this thing is crazy. Alright, so this is actually going to go a lot better than expected. I thought I was just coming here to check the 2 cars out. He actually left the keys in both of them. So we're going to drive the Daihatsu and we're going to drive the Townace. So let me start this guy up. It's a diesel. It's going to be my second ever column shifter. And my first time ever driving a Townace just in general. So let's start this bad boy up. Make sure it's in neutral. Starts right up. Only 34,000 kilometers? Am I reading that right? Wow, this thing is mint. Seats and everything is clean. I believe these are cup holders, right? Yeah, I don't know how they come down, but the cup holders there. This is actually the same thing as the camper that we saw in Virginia. So depending on how I like this, I'll see if I like the camper as well. Nice little clock here. Interior's nice and clean. All right, so first time ever driving a Townace. And first time driving a column shifter that isn't the Delica. So let's see how this goes. So this is one. Yep. Alright. The visibility in this thing is amazing. Oh my god. So first gear. Second. The shifter is a little smaller, if that makes sense. Like literally, like the actual handle itself is a lot smaller. So it makes shifting a lot easier than the Delica. Like, I don't know how to describe it, but it's much easier. The seating position is really good too. I feel like I'm driving a K-Truck, which is one of my favorite cars to drive because it's like you're in a little freaking roller coaster ride. But alright, let's go back into first. Second. Ooh, it has a little picture to it. Third. I don't know, like I'm not gonna lie, like I make fun of the column shifter over and over, but this thing is actually sweet. Like you really could sit back here. I think like how Ron explained to me that like I can really shift gears like this. Sitting all the way back. I couldn't do that if I had a shifter here, but because it's on the steering wheel, literally like I go into 5th gear right now. And I'm sitting all the way back. Like that is actually very, very fun. And especially someone like me who loves to go on road trips, like having a car like this or just a column shifter, it's not that bad. Yeah, the shifter is way easier. It's almost like it's a gated shifter. Like you know exactly where to go. The one in the Delica is a little like finicky, but this one is like damn, like straight away. I don't see why I would ever want to get one of these, just because like I don't even see a purpose for a K-Truck. So a bigger, heavier, beefier version makes even less sense. But I'm cruising. Like the fact that I know I can go a lot faster right now. Like let me see, I'm going 60. Let me switch up and hit you with the double camera view right now. I'm going 60 kilometers in 5th gear right now. I could easily punch it, and I'm going downhill. But like, it's taking it like a champ, and I'm in nice little back roads. I'm in far from a sports car right now, but I'm getting a sports car feel. Like I believe the engine, it sounds like it's under the seat. Yeah, it's definitely under the seat in this area. It's not in the back. I'm also digging this deep dish wheel. Like it has a nice feel and look to it. Oh wow, there's a 350Z behind me. I should leave him in the dust right now. You don't want no smoke in these back roads. Don't make me downshift on you, 350Z. I'm out. Interior wise, this thing is huge too. Like a lot of headroom. I can't reach the other door. When it comes to like K-Trucks, I can easily touch it. Like I gotta go this far to touch it. But this thing is really nice. I couldn't imagine myself ever really buying one of these, but as much as I love K-Trucks, this one just being a much bigger, beefier, better version, it's like, imagine you love Honda Beats and you finally get to own an S2000. Like, this is how I feel right now. Like, this is just a complete, better, bigger version of a car that you already like. Like, this is amazing. Like, I can't wait to drive the Daihatsu, but this, I'm actually shocked how much fun I'm having driving this car right now. Here's another look at the interior. OEM radio, nice clock. It's idling nice and smooth. Doesn't have an RPM gauge, but that's not really the end of the world. Headliner, Toyota rain guards. That's a nice little OEM touch. Nice couple storage back here. You can fit a book bag or two. Ooh, this is huge. I was not expecting that. But yeah, Toyota Townace. It is a 1992. So now let's look at the Daihatsu Terios. So I was just talking to Perf a little more. He was telling me that the person in Japan used this as a camper build. That's why you have the little box there. You have the little additional storage nets there. And then even on the door cards, you have 2 little 3M pockets that are pretty nice. He's only asking $10,000, which in my opinion is really good because one, it only has 90,000 kilometers. It actually has airbags, which to each his own. To me, that's a pretty big deal to have airbags nowadays. It's a 4-door. I think it's pretty spacious too. Let me see. Yeah, I'm like 5'9". I can sit back here. Not super comfortable for road trips or anything, but power windows all around. That's really nice. You get that additional storage, little 3M pockets on here as well. These seats fold down flat. You have the little nightshade. That's pretty sick. Spoiler. Chrome spare tire cover. Nice little chrome bits everywhere, honestly. But yeah, I like this thing. I'm going to see how it drives because this is definitely one of the cars that I would like to get because it's one of those cool cars that no one has. And when you pull up to like a Cars and Coffee, everyone's gonna be like, oh, look at RAV4. And it's not gonna be remotely close. And option wise, it's pretty good. Power windows. I think this means only one of the other fog lights could work, not both at the same time. So let's test that theory out really quickly. I'm gonna turn the lights on and press the down one. So that should mean that the down fog lights work. Indeed they do. And now let's press the top. If I bought this car, I would definitely hot wire this switch so all of them could work at the same exact time. Because like, come on, you gotta have all the rally lights on at the same time. Yep, that's cool. That's like a cool JDM nice little hack. I would love to have all 6 of them on, but that is pretty sick. But all right, let's start the Daihatsu Terios. I love the gauges too. I mean, come on, blue, and then you get these blue seats with the little funfetti patterns on there. Come on. I wonder if the thing has some power behind it. He said it's a 1.3 liter, so I'm not really expecting anything crazy, but if it has a nice little pickup to it too, you guys are sleeping on JDM ATL and you're sleeping on the Daihatsu Terios. All right, let's see. First time driving this type of stick in a long time. Okay. Okay. Still pulls you back. Brakes work good. Let's make a left this time. So I'm in 5th gear right now, going about 70 kilometers. The car is nice and quiet. I'm not sure if he told me it was full-time 4-wheel drive or not. Let me know in the comments if it is, but it has diff lock, which is pretty cool just for off-roading and stuff like that, but I'm chilling right now. Car's straight, wheels straight, not going on either side. Nice wood grain too, OEM horn. Horn works. AC works. Rear wiper works. What else can we try out? Everything works. I'm not even joking when I say this, but the fact that this car has airbags is actually a huge pro, and it's a 1997. So like, I've been driving K cars, you know, Bravos, cars that don't have airbags, but in my opinion, YOLO, when it's your time, it doesn't matter what car you're in. But it's just a nice comforting feeling that this car does have a driver airbag and a passenger airbag, and it's a 1997, so it has just a little more technology in general. But let me hit these turns. Let me downshift to 4th. Hit these turns real quick in the Terios. Oh, this is feeling nice. This is just the perfect road to do a test drive in. Let's go into 3rd. Like, it isn't a sports car. Just imagine, like, I still have a freaking roof on top. I still have storage in the back. I could still seat 4 people back here. But it has, like, a nice, like, I'm so excited for the future of JDM imports and just learning more about cars like this. Learning more about just, like, cars that we haven't got yet. Like, I feel like I know a lot about the cars that are out already. As long as, like, I mean, K-wise at least. I don't know about, like, all the other cars. But K-wise, and, like, even this car that isn't a K, but it's a 1.3 liter. It isn't, you know, a crazy Hilux or something like that. It's still a relatively slow, small car. And like, I look forward to like getting cars like this. Let me put my hazards on though so you can pass me. Yeah, this thing is sick. Let me just pause this and give it a nice little POV around. I'm gonna turn my fog lights on too. I wish they all were on, but that's another story. Like, just look at this thing. I gotta have all 6 fog lights on though. That's just mandatory for me. Someone let me know in the comments too. What's this about? I see like some cars with it, some don't. Is that actually, no, it can't be the antenna because that's the antenna. Paint's nice. 2-tone Daihatsu rims. Nice little step. This thing is sick, bro. I'm not even joking. I would definitely buy one of these. Camera's on 5%, so let's see how much I can get out of this before it dies. But let me show you guys a POV from this angle. Look at these roads though, man. Shifter is good, by the way, too. Like, it's sporty car shifter. Brakes work perfectly. Hugging the road with that all-wheel drive. I felt like if it was turbo, I'd be sold. Like, I'd literally drive this home today. It isn't slow, though. I just feel like it needs a turbo. It has a nice engine note, too. I don't know if you guys can hear it. I'll downshift really quick. And the RPMs go high. Like, this thing could rev out. I haven't revved it out once just because it's not my car, and I'm not trying to do that to anybody else's car. But, like, I'm in 3 right now, and look. It has a lot to go. I just haven't done it because it's not my car. But this thing, all I need is that blow valve at the end, and it'd be perfect. And I'm sure this thing gets like 35 miles to the gallon. GoPro just died, but here's the POV on an iPhone. Like I mentioned, this thing revs out. Like, I'm in 5th gear right now, chilling. But if I downshift to like 3, like, look at this. It has a sporty feel to it. And then you want to just relax, you know, go into 5th, and now you're like 2,500. Don't even hear the engine. You're cruising, chilling, having a grand old time right now with your wood grain steering wheel and your Daihatsu Terios. I don't know, but I love this. I really can't get over how nice this car is, like, all jokes aside. The wood grain steering wheel, the wood grain little accents everywhere, the color pops, power windows, fog lights that are just like, who even thought of that before? Like, look at this button. This is for the bottom, this is for the middle. Like, just make them all work at once. But that's still cool. Just the fact that they even thought of that is just cool. Leaving JDM Atlanta right now. Road to 5,000 subscribers. If you haven't subscribed already, what are you doing?
We've been grinding so hard, and soon everybody gonna see this way before the fame.